What up, you guys? This is your boy Rains FX, and in this video we're going to be learning about candlesticks. Let's get it. What up, you guys? This is your boy Rains FX, and welcome back. So about candlesticks, right? Candlesticks. So fundamentally there are two types of candlesticks, right? There are two types of candles. The first one is called a bullish candlestick. Okay, let me write bullish candlestick, right? Then the second one is called a bearish candlestick. Let me write bearish right there. It's called a bearish candlestick. So a bullish candlestick is where buyers are in control of the market. In other words, the price is moving upwards. So in a bullish candlestick, the price will be moving upwards. Then in a bearish candlestick, sellers will be in control of the market. In other words, price will be moving downwards. Okay, price will be moving downwards. So bullish for up, then bearish for downwards, right? Bullish for bulls for up, then bearish for bears for down. Okay, so let's now go down to the anatomy of a bullish candlestick. Okay, so first, it is what is called a body. Let me draw a body right there. This is what a general or a normal bullish candle looks like. Okay, so let's now label the parts. Okay, the first one, this is called a candle high. So let us just write high. Then the next part is called a candle close. So let's just write close. Then the next part is actually called the candle opening. So let's just write open. Yeah, let's just write open. Then the last one is called the candle low. So let's just write low, right? Okay, let's just write low. So a bullish candle opens where it is written open. Then it can come down to the low to create a bottom wick. That is called a wick. Then it will flip creating a new high. Let me just move to high. Then it will then close at where it is written close. Let me just color the whole candle. Okay, let me just color the whole candle. Blah 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 blah. There is the coloring, right? So where I just colored is called the body. That is called the body of the candle. Between the open and the close is called the body of the candle. Then those upper parts, those are called wicks, right? The wicks, the John wicks. In other words, there are shadows. So the lower part of the wick is called the lower wick. Then the upper part of the wick is called the upper wick, right? Let me just finish right there. The John wicks, right? So that is the anatomy of a bullish candle. It opens, it creates a low, it closes, it creates a high, then it closes, right? That was it. All right, now moving on to the bearish part, to a bearish candle, right? So this is the anatomy of a bearish candle. It starts up with the body. Let me just draw the body. Then it is the upper wick. Then it is the lower wick. By the way, this is the basic anatomy of a candle. Let me just color the candle, the zigzag. Okay, now let's label the parts of the candle. So first we've got this one. This is the candle open. Let's just write open. Then the second one is the candle high. Let's just label high. All right, high. This is the highest part reached by the price. Then we have the candle low. Let's just write low. Then the last part is actually the candle close. So this is where the price closes, right? So this is the anatomy of a bearish candle. Then the zigzag part is called the body of the candle, just like on a bullish candlestick. It's called the body, and that's the upper wick. And the lower wick, let's just label the lower wick, lower John wick, the wick. Let's just write wick. Okay, so I've got the lower wick and the upper wick. I'm just gonna label the lower wick. Okay, so just like on a bullish, we've got the upper we've got the upper wick, then also have the lower wick. Then the high part of a bullish candlestick is just the same as the high part of a bearish candlestick, and the low part of a bullish candlestick is just the same as the low part of a bearish candlestick. Okay, so just to summarize, on a bullish candlestick we've got the high, we've got the candle close, we've got the open, and we've got the low. So the candle opens at the open, then it goes up at the low, and it goes up the high, then it closes. Then on a bearish candlestick, it's just the same. It opens on the open, then it goes on the high, it goes on the low, then it closes on the close. So the wicks are now the shadows. They just show you where price reached or where price has been moving in the past. So they're just like shadows, you know. All right, so just open the 1 minute chart on gold USD on our training view, and we want to determine and observe how the candle opens and how a candlestick closes. We're also going to determine whether that candle is a bullish candlestick or a bearish candlestick. Well, you can actually customize it on your trading platform. I mean the candles. Mine, as for me, I prefer the bullish candlesticks to be blue or green, then the bearish candlesticks to be red. So we can see a new candle forming there. It just opened at 3219.099. That was the candle open, and price is moving upwards. And we can see that it left a very small wick, and now the candle is going down. Or it's now continuing to go up. So let me just wait until this candle closes so that you see what I was explaining. Now it's just 20 seconds left until the candle closes, or looks like the candle is now reversing. So you can see that a bullish candle can be bullish at first, then it will tend to be bearish, like what is just happening on this candle. Okay, so the previous candle, the previous one, that is the one that we want to talk about. And it's actually a bearish. This candle, it was red. So it opens up here, it goes all the way down here, then it comes back down here just to close there, right? And the next candle, it opens here, it goes all the way down here just to close there. So some candles, they don't have a top wick, and some candles also don't have a bottom wick. So let's just look at this one, at the current candle, which has got something like 32 seconds. You can actually see that the time left for the candle to close. So a 1 minute candle lasts a minute. In other words, it lasts 60 seconds. There's 60 seconds in a minute. Then a 1 hour candlestick, it lasts 1 hour. Then a 4 hour candlestick lasts 4 hours. A daily candlestick, it lasts for 24 hours. So the current 1 minute candle is going to close bullish, I think. Just 3 seconds left. Okay, perfect. So this was the bullish candlestick. It opens here at 3218.343, then goes all the way down here. Not actually all the way down, but it goes down to 3218.017. Then it comes back up to 3219.979 just to close at 3220. So let's level this up. So this was actually this was the low. Okay, this was the low of the candle. And this was the open, right? We talked about this. This was the open. The high. This was actually the highest part of the candle. And this was the candle close. This is where it closed. Okay, candle close. the candle close. Okay, so we've got the open, we've got the low, we've got the high, we've got the close. The next one was a bearish. The next one is a bearish. Let me just clear this up. So the next one was a bearish. It opens here, it comes up here, it goes here and closes here, and it leaves a wick. So these ones are the wicks, like we said, and this was the open. It opens at 32 to 0.163, and the high part of the candle was 32 to 0.598. The lowest part of the candle was 3217.768, and the candle close was 3218.203. And the next candle, it opens here, it comes back up, and it starts to flip. So this is actually how a candlestick forms. So just to wrap this up, this video was about candlesticks, and we do have a small community whereby I give out free signals. So if you want to join, just WhatsApp me. I'm going to leave my WhatsApp tag in the description. And if you're looking for a good broker to trade, you should try Deriv. With just a minimum deposit of $10, you can literally start trading and you'll be making money. So let's do this together. Peace out.